Baseball is one of the few sports where height does not mean success. Short players, tall players, medium-sized players. You can be one of the best players in baseball, whether you're tall or not. So I'm going to be going through every single height in Major League Baseball and telling you who the best player is from shortest all the way to tallest. And let me tell you, there's quite a difference between the shortest and the tallest. If you guys enjoy these videos, you want to see more of this, make sure you drop a like on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content. Follow me on all my social media, GiraffeNeckMarc, links are in the description. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, SeatGeek. Baseball is in full swing, and SeatGeek is giving a special offer to my viewers since you guys use my code so much. Giraffe10 is a special code that gives you 10% off your purchase on SeatGeek, whether you're a first-time buyer or not. Basically, nobody else has this discount. And SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, so they have you covered for all of your baseball ticket needs. I've been looking for the best deals on tickets for the Mets-Diamondbacks game at the end of the month in Arizona. That series is going to be huge. I can't miss it. Of course, I'm going to SeatGeek to get the best deals. Not to mention, there are more than 70,000 events on SeatGeek every single day. So if you like baseball, if you like sporting events, if you like concerts, festivals, whatever it is, SeatGeek's got tickets for you. SeatGeek puts all the tickets from around the web in one place to make sure you're getting a good deal. And each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10 using the SeatGeek score. Scores that are closer to 10, or you see those green bubbles, that means good, you should buy them. And if you see a SeatGeek score closer to 1 or red bubbles, you should avoid those. Again, don't worry, I've got the hookup for you guys like I said. Use code GIRAFFE10 for 10% off your tickets at SeatGeek. Max of $25 off. All you have to do is sign in or sign up, go to your account, and under promo codes, add my code GIRAFFE10. That's 10% off any purchase on SeatGeek using the code GIRAFFE10. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. For the shortest player in Major League Baseball, coming in at 5'6", we have the king that is Jose Altuve. And let's be honest, there's not a lot of competition here, but even if there was, it would be tough to take down Altuve. Our short king has a lifetime career slash line of 307, 363, 469 slugging, and an 832 OPS for an OPS plus at 129. He's hit over 200 home runs in his career, a 162 game average of 20 homers, 38 doubles, 72 RBIs, 28 stolen bases. We love Jose Altuve. He's got pop in the bat. He's won an MVP. He's a 6-time Silver Slugger Award winner, 9-time All-Star, 3-time batting title champion. The little engine that could is a stud, and I'm glad to see he's still playing amazing baseball. As for the best player at 5'7", we're actually going to the pitching side of things, which is shocking, but Marcus Stroman. Yeah, short king on the mound. Stroman, 5'7", definitely the best player at this height. It's pretty impressive how successful Marcus Stroman has been as one of the shortest pitchers to ever play in the league. Over his 10-year career, a 3.69 ERA over 1,400 innings with a whip at 1.265. He's a 2-time All-Star, won a Gold Glove Award. He's a tremendous athlete, and he's even finished as high as 8th in the Cy Young Award voting back in 2017. Stroman may not be the best pitcher in Major League Baseball, but in terms of guys who are smaller sized, especially on the mound, he's the clear and obvious choice here, especially at 5'7". At 5'8", there were a couple more choices, but I have to go with my favorite second baseman in Major League Baseball, Ozzie Albies. Can't believe people used to think this guy's overrated. Ozzie Albies just puts up numbers every single year. Throughout his 8-year career, Ozzie Albies is averaging about 25 home runs, 40 doubles, 90 RBIs with 16 stolen bases, hitting 271 with a 323 on base, 471 slugging, and a 794 OPS for an OPS plus at 109. Injuries have really been the only thing that have slowed down Ozzie Albies in his career. He's still only 27 years old, in the prime of his career, 3-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner, and he's won a World Series back in 2021. Now we're on to my height, 5'9", and there are two choices here. It's going to be tough. Do you go with Jose Ramirez, who's been one of the most underrated players in all of Major League Baseball, arguably one of the best players in the entire league? Or do you go with Mookie Betts, who's hurt right now, but is maybe the best player in all of baseball, or at least inside the top 5? I had to think carefully about this one because it's my height. I'm going to end up going, though, with Mookie Betts, who is just so incredibly good. If it weren't for injury this year, he'd be in the MVP conversation in the National League. He moved from right field to shortstop and has still been one of the best players in the league. Through the first 72 games this year, 10 homers, 16 doubles, 40 RBIs, 9 stolen bases, hitting 304 with a 405 on base, 488 slugging, and an 892 OPS for an OPS plus at 153. Finished second in MVP last year, 5th the year before that. He's won an MVP in his career, 8-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, 6-time Gold Glove Award winner, 6-time Silver Slugger, batting title. I mean, what hasn't Mookie Betts done? He's incredibly good. Sorry, J-Ram. We're going with Mookie here. Next up at 5'10", we actually have Mookie Betts' teammate, Will Smith, catcher of the Los Angeles Dodgers. None of Will Smith's numbers are going to really jump off the page to you, and weirdly, there wasn't a lot of competition at this height, but Will Smith has just been one of the best catchers in Major League Baseball since the 2021 season. This year, Will Smith continues to rake at the plate, 15 homers, 19 doubles, and 57 RBIs in 91 games, hitting .252 with a .332 on base, .443 slugging, and a .775 OPS for an OPS plus at 119. The ability to hit for power, he gets on base, pretty good bat-to-ball skills, along with being a pretty solid catcher behind the plate. Two-time All-Star World Series champion, Will Smith's the pick. Just a smidge under 6 feet tall, the best player at 5'11" has to be my boy, Francisco Lindor, shortstop of the New York Mets. Now, I'm sure people in the comment section are going to say, Mets pick, you're so biased, but Francisco Lindor's been amazing this year. He's an incredibly good player. So far in 111 games for the Mets, 22 homers, 27 doubles, 64 RBIs, and 23 stolen bases, hitting .256 with a .332 on base, .462 slugging, and a .794 OPS for an OPS plus at 127. Oh, and he also plays elite defense at the premium position that is shortstop, maybe the best glove in the league there. Francisco Lindor is an absolute stud, and those numbers are after he started the first month with terrible stats. Lindor has been one of the most valuable players in the National League this year, has finished top 10 in the National League MVP back-to-back years for the New York Mets, along with winning a Silver Slugger last year after a 30 season with nearly 100 RBIs and Gold Glove defense. He is the clear and obvious choice at 5'11". Now we're on to the big boys, getting it started off at 6 feet tall, the best player in Major League Baseball at that height, Ronald Acuna Jr. Now I know Ronald is hurt this year, but I mean, did you see what he did last season? 41 homers, 35 doubles, 106 RBIs with 73 stolen bases is absolutely disgusting. He's the first member of the 40-50, 40-60, and 40-70 club. Never been done before. That got him the MVP, along with hitting .337, .416 on base, .596 slugging, and a .1012 OPS for an OPS plus at 169 last year. He's a 4-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, 3-time Silver Slugger. He's one of the most talented players in all of baseball. Easy choice here at 6 feet tall. 6'1" is a hot zone. There are a lot of talented players that are 6 feet 1 inches, but I have to go with what could be one of the best players in the league, Bobby Witt Jr., shortstop of the Kansas City Royals. I don't know if you guys have noticed how good Bobby Witt Jr. has been, but if it wasn't for Aaron Judge, he's the clear and obvious choice for American League MVP. In 113 games, 20 homers, 31 doubles, 10 triples, and 79 RBIs with 25 stolen bases, hitting .344 with a .390 on base, .590 slugging, and a .980 OPS for an OPS plus at 167. Like, what? Are you kidding me? He plays elite defense at shortstop, maybe the best base runner in the entire league. There is nothing not to like about Bobby Witt Jr., and he's only 24 years old. This dude is just getting started, incredibly talented, putting this Kansas City Royals team on his back. He's so disgustingly good. As for the best player at 6 foot 2 inches, I'm going to go with Yankees outfielder Juan Soto. Juan Soto's kind of getting overshadowed a little bit because Aaron Judge is putting up just video game numbers this year, but Juan Soto is probably having the best season of his career since COVID year. 28 homers, 24 doubles, 78 RBIs in 109 games. He's walked 13 more times than he struck out this year, a league best 92 walks, hitting .310 with a .437 on base, .598 slugging, and a .1035 OPS, which would be the highest for his career outside of 2020, with an OPS plus at 187. Yeah, Juan Soto feels like he was meant to play in Yankee Stadium. He's probably going to be there for the rest of his career after this season when they give him all that money, because I don't know how you don't. One of the 5 best players in the league, 4-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger Award winner. He's won the big game too, 2019 World Series champion. Juan Soto is a freak. At 6'3", I have a difficult decision to make. Do I take Bryce Harper, who's had a much more decorated career, or do I take Gunnar Henderson, who's been one of the best players in all of baseball this year? It's tough, but because of Gunnar's position and how he's played this year, I'm going to take Gunnar Henderson as the best 6'3" player in baseball right now. And I don't think that would be a wrong choice. I mean, he also would be in that conversation for MVP if it wasn't for Aaron Judge. The year he's putting up is crazy. 111 games, 29 homers, 22 doubles, 6 triples, 69 RBIs, nice, with 14 stolen bases, hitting .293 with a .379 on base, .567 slugging, and a .946 OPS. He's put up nearly 7 WAR this year at the shortstop position at only 23 years of age, won the Rookie of the Year last year, was an All-Star, won a Silver Slugger. It's hard not to pick Gunnar. Yeah, I could pick Bryce Harper. He's just so good. Bryce Harper as a career, oh yeah, definitely better. But right now, you have a hard time picking someone over Gunnar Henderson, which is why he's my choice. We're starting to get into the freak athlete territory here at 6'4" inches. The best one is going to be Shohei Ohtani. It's pretty insane that Shohei Ohtani's not pitching this year, and he is still maybe the best player in Major League Baseball, only as a DH, not even touching the field defensively. He's kind of running away with the National League MVP right now. 109 games, 33 homers, 28 doubles, 79 RBIs, and he stole 31 bases already. So you're looking at a guy who's going to have a 30-30 season if the season ended today. 306 average, 396 on base, 621 slugging, and a 1018 OPS for an OPS plus at 184. Those all lead the National League. Again, just playing DH alone, he has 6 WAR this year. How is that even possible? This is the best player we've probably ever seen in a vacuum. I can't wait to see him get back to pitching because that's going to make him even crazier. But even as a DH only, he's worth that insane contract he signed with the Dodgers. He's so incredibly incredibly good. Coming in as the best player at 6 feet, 5 inches tall, we're going back to the Dodgers here, Freddie Freeman. I know Freddie Freeman was big. I didn't realize he was 6'5". Freakish athlete. And yeah, he's maybe the best first baseman in the entire league, one of the best hitters in the entire league. Freddie Freeman's disgustingly good. Like, as a career, this is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's won an MVP. He's an 8-time All-Star, World Series champion, Gold Glove Award winner, 3-time Silver Slugger. And even this year, he's having another fantastic year. Actually, a little bit of a down year, which is crazy to say, but listen to how good it is still. 16 homers, 26 doubles, 67 RBIs, hitting .288 with a .395 on base, .493 slugging, .888 OPS for an OPS plus at 152. Hopefully, Freddie Freeman can make it back soon. Know there's some crazy, scary stuff going on with his son, Max. Wish all the best for Freddie, his family, and his son. He's one of the most talented players in the league right now. As for the best player at 6'6", I'm going to go with Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens might be the best pitcher in Major League Baseball at this exact moment. It's going to be hard to find anybody who's pitching better than him. Through 86 innings in his rookie year, he has a 1.99 ERA, a whip under 1 at .942, a FIP at 2.69, an ERA plus at 2.05. I mean, any way you slice it, he's been untouchable. A 32.3% K rate with a 5.7% walk rate is disgusting. Paul Skeens is so good. He's made the Pittsburgh Pirates into a playoff contender, a scary team you wouldn't want to play in a series either. He's just absolutely dominant, shoves every single day on the mound, shoves every 5 days he's out there. Shout out Livy Dunn, shout out Paul Skeens. Best player at 6'6". Oh my God, I can't believe we're still going here, but as for the best player at 6'7", it's Aaron Judge. Actually, talk about a freak athlete, 6'7", 282, and he's the best player on the planet. He's accumulated nearly 8 WAR this season, and again, it's August 5th at the time of recording. 41 homers, 103 RBIs, 92 walks on the year, tied with his teammate Juan Soto. A 322 average, 456 on base is just so insane. 701 slugging, and OPS at 1157 for an OPS plus at 219. He's technically having a better season than when he hit 62 home runs. He's on a historic pace to have one of the best seasons we've ever seen in Major League Baseball. There's no competition at 6'7". It's Aaron Judge. Any other choice is wrong. He's the best player in baseball, guys. God, Aaron Judge is so good. As for the best player standing in at 6 feet, 8 inches tall, gotta go with the mini horse or baby giraffe, whatever you call him, Tyler Glasnow. I actually had no clue he was 6'8". That's so insanely tall. Makes even more sense why he's unhittable. When Glasnow's on and healthy and pitching, he is one of the better pitchers in the entire league. This year in 121 innings, the most he's ever thrown in his major league career. Glasnow has a 3.5 ERA with a whip under 1 at .959. A FIP at 2.95 is absolutely disgusting. Striking out 33% of the batters he's facing, walking just above 7%. The stuff is electric. He has an unhittable slider. And when you start talking about these freakishly tall humans, it becomes obvious who the best ones are, and Tyler Glasnow at 6'8", no competition. As for the best player at the tall height of 6'9", nice. We've got Bailey Ober of the Minnesota Twins. Bailey Ober's actually had an amazing season this year. 122 innings, a 3.69 ERA, nice. .984 whip, which is just incredibly good. And if you take away the games he's pitched against the Kansas City Royals, I think his ERA is under 3. Ober is low-key been one of the most underrated pitchers in the game this year. Stands at 6'9", has a really, really hard sinker that people just can't really barrel it up. He's had a career-high strikeout rate this year at 26.8%. Part of the reasons why the Minnesota Twins have been one of the best teams in baseball, Bailey Ober gives you amazing performances every 5 days. Nobody at the 6'10" height in Major League Baseball this year, so we're down to our final player at 6'11", the only guy who's 6'11", therefore the best player at the height, Sean Jelly of the San Francisco Giants. He's 6'11", 228 pounds. Dude's a literal string bean. It doesn't make any sense how he's built like this. And you know what? Sean Jelly's had a really good year this year. I want to shout him out. 52 1/3 innings pitching out of relief for the Giants, a 3.78 ERA, a whip at 1.166, a FIP at 3.40 tells you he's pitching pretty well, ERA plus at 103. He's striking out a career-high batters at 24.5%, and what's really special about what he's done this year, he's walking only 3.2% of the batters he's faced. Over 50 innings, that's incredibly valuable. And for a guy who's 6'11" and can basically tickle your nose when he lets go of the ball on the mound, oh my God, at 6'11" too, he probably appears like he's like 7'5" on the mound. Oh, this has got to be so weird to face. He's the only big, tall guy at this height, but he's also been really good this year, so happy to have him as the best 6'11" player. So there they are, the best player at every single height in Major League Baseball. Shout out my short kings, Jose Altuve, Marcus Stroman, Ozzie Albies, I guess. Mookie Betts, who's my height. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like on it, as well as subscribe so you don't miss out. And don't forget, get in the comment section down below. Did I make any of the wrong picks? Do you think that height is an indication of how good you can be in the league? Let me know what you're thinking. Otherwise, you guys know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video. This is my most recent upload, so click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye!